Hey guys, before I start this video, please go to the link in the description for my Twitch channel. Hit the sub button, also hit the notification button so you guys know when I go live, and I would appreciate it.
Shit, it's 1,000. Spin that shit, spin that shit, spin that shit. Shit, you coming? Spin the check and get it right back.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eazyy TV bringing you guys another division video. Today I have another hybrid for you guys, another vigorous build. I hope you guys enjoy it. I got 2 more vigorous chess piece, I believe, builds coming out. I'm going to drop 4 in total, and it's going to be day after day after day after day to keep you guys updated with different builds that you guys can experiment with. A lot of y'all saying that the vigorous meta is back. I don't think the vigorous is truly back like it was back in 1.7. In 1.7, you can run a vigorous solo, farm servers, last stand, whatever the case may be, and just run it solo. In my opinion, now I just think the vigorous chess piece builds are very team oriented now because of, you know, the box buff and Pred now, Nomad, those 2 being metas, and other things, which is like, you know, the Pred Banshees and stuff like that. So in my opinion, I think the vigorous so-called meta right now is team oriented, but I'm gonna get straight into the build and let's get it. All right, so like I said, it's another vigorous build. This is a tactician vigorous build. I do have gameplay, and I'm running a 4-piece tactician. Y'all like, man, why you running a 4-piece tactician? 4-piece tactician is still valuable if you're going to run a vigorous hybrid. It's one of the best ones to me because of what you can do with the skill power, depending on how you make it. Now I try my best to get y'all to, you know, to get every single thing that I can, as in firearms, stam, health, toughness, DPS, skill power, skill haste. Something has to suffer. No matter what you do in this game, how they made this game, something has to suffer. So this is just a chopping block for you guys. If you guys see something in this build that you like, you can change it around to your liking. You do not have to copy this exact. I get a lot of people that try to copy this build exact, and oh, it don't work for me. Well, you need to do it. Oh, it's too squishy. Well, you know, spec into more stam. But you know, if you spec into more stam and health, something has to go. Either firearms and DPS got to go, skill haste might have to go, skill power might have to go, electronics might have to go. You can't have everything, all right? So, of course, y'all know my favorite house, daily responsive card counter. There's all the mods for that. I advise you guys to run the showstopper, and I'm gonna show you guys why you need to run the showstopper for this build. The showstopper is not for damage at all. It is not for damage. There's my showstopper now. If you fully optimize this, I believe so. If you fully optimize this build, you can get you basically can get this unlocked if you optimize for talented. And talented will work good with blowing up people's boxes. We already know that the boxes are squishy now. People drop flame turrets, shock turrets. If you pull out this showstopper, whatever you may have that has talented on it, I advise you guys to run that as a secondary for electronics buff. And I'm gonna show you guys why you need to run that as for a secondary for electronics buff. All right. So the vigorous chess piece roll for stam has health on it. 8% skill haste and 2 stam mods for skill haste, and then it has a tenacious mass roll for firearms, has crit chance on it. I'm gonna show you guys why I run crit chance and not skill power. And then this has the electronic mod with skill haste. Now you do not have to go with tenacious. The reason why I went with tenacious is because if you look at the build, there's no mixture between alpha, Pred, or banshee, so there's no extra buff of gun damage, no type of damage coming from this build. So the damage that you need, the extra oomph of damage that I like, that I would want to have, comes from tenacious. That's why I run tenacious. You do not have to run tenacious. All right. And then the tactician knee pads roll for skill power. They have firearms, roll for firearms as well, have bleed resistance. Please have some type of bleed resistance. Y'all know y'all gonna run into Pred. We know that. You got an electronics mod with skill power, and then a post critical hit chance mod. The ninja backpack roll for firearms has health on it instead of skill power this time. This has bleed resistance on it as well. For the guys that don't know, bleed resistance stops. It slows how many ticks that you get hit with prayer bleed. All right. It has a stam mod with skill haste and 2 post critical hit chains mods. The tactician gloves roll for electronics, SMG, skill haste, and critical hit damage. And then the holsters roll for all 3. It has skill haste on it and another post critical hit chains mod as well. All right. The abilities that I'm running, you guys already know. I do booster and pulse all the time. Probably would never change. That's why the box meta, oh, we don't have to drop and pop. Well, it didn't really affect me because I don't run a box like that. All right. So I have booster shot was at 87,000. Okay. It comes back in 21 seconds. And then the pulse is at 24.10% crit chance and 16% crit damage. All right. And that comes back in 21.60%. All right. And then the talents that I'm running as well, these can come off because this was my tactician build. We're going to put that there. We're going to put that here. And we're going to put that here. So this is my 4 setup that I usually run. And then this will change depending on what I'm fighting, what I'm going against. All right. So I usually run critical save, combat medic, of course, because I run group, precision, and steady hands. Precision give you that crit chance and pulse them, and then steady hands as well for that extra buff of not steady hands. I'm sorry, stupid. On the move. But it just depends. All right. So if you're going against a lot of status effect, I advise you guys to take something away, which I prefer taking away precision first, and I go with adrenaline. Adrenaline give you that 7%, that 7-second immunity status effect. It could be prayer bleed, 9K stand, prayer bleed, anything, any type of status effect, you'll get that immunity. All right. If you don't run into that problem like that, and you don't want to run precision with this build itself, if you guys want another skill power buff, like if you want them, like remember I told you to run talented as a secondary, you can run death by proxy because people drop boxes all the time. So you can pop death by proxy and talented at the same time if you have a gun that's already unlocked for that. And that will give you an extra skill power boost. You feel me? So let me show you guys the crit chance that I'm at. So the crit chance is at 33%. It was at 27 or something like that, or whatever it said. So add that 33% plus the crit chance that I have, which was like over 25% or something like that. So they about 59% crit chance. And then the 117, add that to there. That's roughly around, let me see how much crit damage that we had before. We had 117 plus with whatever the pulse was giving out, 16. So that's about 130, 134, 135, something like that, maybe, if I ain't mistaken. Yeah, about 134, 133, 134, something like that. All right, that's just that's equivalent to having critical hit damage on the knee pads and backpack. All right, so the pulse is pretty good. Now I'm going to show you guys why you need to run the showstopper. 4 clean shots would give you, we're running a 4th piece, don't forget tactician, so we get a buff of skill power. So 4 clean shots would give you a 30 stack. 4 clean. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we had a 30 stack. So all it takes is 4 clean shots. So now you see the skill power buff. I'm at 220. That's way more than enough skill power for a DPS build. This is why I didn't put skill power on I think it was the mask and the backpack. Now if you want to go with skill power on the mask and the backpack, by any means do it. You have way more skill power. So just imagine what I just told you guys. The 30 stack, which puts you at 220 with talented, and talented gives you an extra 15%. So that 220 30 stack on top of the 15%, on top of death by proxy, which gives you an extra 20% for 30 seconds. And you will see why, I mean, why you don't need a lot of skill power on here like that. Because if you get all 3 of those to proc at one time, you're going to have a shit. You're going to be damn near like a healer. And you're running the DPS build. All right. So I do have gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy. Always, guys, please spam up that like button from me. Y'all don't know how much I need you guys to spam that up. Spam it up as much as possible. Anybody who watched this, if you guys see something different in this build that you might want to see something different, leave a comment down below. Y'all always know I answer questions. I want to hear feedback from you guys. No negativity, please, no negativity. And I'm out.
Get out there.
Scary motherfucker.
You're stomping them. You've got 10 kills remaining. Just 5 kills left. Been defeated.